What is going on, guys? So yesterday I got a little surprise in the mail. I got my new Hawkeye, the MCU Hawkeye from the new Hawkeye TV series that came out earlier this year or last year or whenever it came out. I don't know. Can't remember anymore. But anyway, I wasn't expecting this thing till early next year, and I actually ordered 4 different figures from this wave. This is the first one that has showed up. Who knows if the others are going to show up, and if so, when? I have no idea, but got him in. So kind of excited there. Had him on pre-order for several months now at this point. The other ones that I ordered were both the Moon Knights and Kate Bishop. I didn't go for Miss Marvel, Sharon Carter, or She-Hulk. So I just ordered those 4. We'll see. We'll see when those show up. So for now, let's crack this guy open and see what we've got inside. Alright, so we've got him out of the package here. Let's go through accessories. We do get a couple of fisted hands there to replace the one that he's got. He also has his bow, and he's got his little pack of arrows. So we've got hard plastic here, and the arrows themselves are kind of bendy, and they are kind of separated there, so they don't look like just one big clump of arrows, which is nice. And there actually is a little bit of paint there on the feathers on the arrows. And then of course we get the left arm for the What If Ultron. Alright, so let's take a look at the figure. Figure itself actually looks pretty good. I did like the costume from the show. I actually really liked the show. It was one of my favorite MCU based shows on Disney Plus, and I thought it was done very well. So I like this costume. Not a lot going on here, but good sculpting where we have it. So you've got the texturing and the wrinkles in the pants. You've actually got the pockets on the back, the strap across. You got some of the details there in the shirt. We got some nice little detailing here on the shirt and the front as well. I mean, all in all, the sculpt is good. Looks accurate. I like it. I think the colors are done well, black and purple, so pretty simple color scheme there. So not a lot of paint detail on this guy. Even the shoes are done nicely. We've got the laces and everything on there. So sculpting is good. Paint looks good. I'm not seeing any problems with the paint itself as far as the paint apps go. So all in all, looks pretty good. Face sculpt looks really nice. Would have preferred a clean Hawkeye face, you know, not looking like he just got out of a fight, but I know that's how he spent most of the show, so I get it. So he's got the little bandage there up at the top of his head, the bruise under the eye and everything, but everything's done really well. It looks like Jeremy Renner, and I dig it, so it looks good. Hair looks great. All in all, I mean, the sculpt and paint on this guy looks really good. As far as articulation goes, pretty standard stuff for Marvel Legends. So you've got double jointed knees, you've got thigh swivels, bicep swivels, standard wrists and ankles, standard hips. You've got the ab crunch there, which actually works pretty well. And then swivel there at the waist. The head is on a disc joint up in there with a ball. And then of course on this one you do get butterfly joints, which is pretty nice. Don't get a lot of butterfly joints on MCU characters, but you get them here with Hawkeye. So pretty basic articulation, but good articulation. And again, paint and sculpt look really good. Love the face sculpt. So all in all, pretty happy with this. So let's go ahead and get him stacked up with some other figures and see how he does. Alright, well, it is Hawkeye, so we got to throw him up with the rest of the Avengers. So, of course, we've got Captain America, Black Widow, Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, and even my own little kit bash kind of Captain America, Iron Patriot back there at the back. And Hawkeye looks perfect with these two. The only thing I could probably say is having him stand next to Captain America. Maybe Captain America should be a little bit taller, because they're right at about the same height, and I'm pretty sure Captain America is supposed to be taller, but either way, this makes for a great team lineup. Alright, so let's talk about price here real quick. And this guy's going for $25, which is the new entry-level price for Marvel Legends. And honestly, if you aren't ready to pay that for them, then you might as well quit collecting Marvel Legends altogether. So, is it worth $25? Short answer, yes, I think it is. And to give the long answer, when you compare it to the other MCU Hawkeye figures that we've gotten in the past, you know, you look at the original Avengers Hawkeye, the Age of Ultron Hawkeye, you look at the Ronin figure that we got for Endgame, You know, this is a better figure in my opinion. At least it's a better design. I like this simple purple and black design better than I like the design for those other figures for the character. I think the sculpt is on point. The paint, while not a lot of it, is really good. And of course, the face sculpt is amazing on this and looks way better than any of those previous figures that we have gotten. So again, when you look at the price of those other figures, short of the Ronin, which is still pretty cheap, those other MCU Hawkeye figures are more expensive than 25 bucks. So yeah, this is worth 25 bucks if you want a good, and in my opinion, the best Hawkeye figure you can have for your collection. 25 bucks is not a lot to pay for this guy. Look, I'm glad I have him. I have the Ronin figure. I never got any of the older MCU Hawkeye figures, so I needed a Hawkeye for my collection. And honestly, this thing is great. He's going to look great on the shelf with my MCU Avengers setup. Couldn't be happier about this, even though I'm not a big fan of Hasbro Marvel Legends right now, what with all their shenanigans. But I gotta say, this is a good figure. This is on point. They did a good job, and for 25 bucks, which again is cheaper than I can get a different Hawkeye figure for, I really don't have a lot of reason to complain. So I'm glad I have it. I'm gonna enjoy it. Hopefully you pick it up, you'll enjoy it too. But there you go, guys. That's it. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.